Welcome back to another video. We are here at the Kuhn Hotel in Belen, New Mexico. It's really close to the train station, as you can see there. We're gonna walk in here, and the lady that owns this place, she's going to give us a quick tour, and then we'll be able to walk around here on our own. So let's do this. There's a story on this stairs that I will tell you guys here in a little bit. This is the main entrance. This fridge. Wow. Whoa. Doing a quick one through, and then we'll go upstairs, and then we'll really get deep into this hotel. This is Miss Joan. She's the owner of the hotel.
Hello. Excuse me. So this was the utility room. We had 2 wringer washers in here and a sink. And we would wash the sheets in bleachy hot Tide water. And then we'd wring them and put them into the second washer and then rinse them, put them through the wringer and hang them on the back, on the lines in the back. And I lived here with Grandpa when I was, oh, they broke this one too. Look.
Oh, man.
Those plate glasses cost $100 each. And they did that after I reported this. So they were mad.
They got mad and came back and broke into here. Oh, my God.
Here's the bathroom. I originally the tank was up on the wall here. Because the water didn't come in here until 1923. And the hotel was built. Now that door is new. And this was made up into an apartment. This was my studio when I had the hotel, when I was here working. I started renovating it, and I was going to do an artist co-op, and then I got married, and I needed money, so I got a job. And then I didn't have time to work on the hotel, but I set my studio up in here, and I did all my sculpting and my ceramic fabrication in here. I had my kiln set up in here, my wheel, and everything, and it was just lovely.
Wow.
And then I had all these rooms set up, like this room was set up to do framing, and this room here was set up into like, those are original cabinets. And I set up this room kind of like because I'm working in there fabricating, right? So I had stuff on the table to paint. Let me see if I have any left here. Yeah.
Wow. Now you started working here when you were 17, right?
I lived here when I was 17. And then I got married, went away. Grandpa fell off the fire truck and broke his head and lost the hotel. And then it went through 3 other hands. I went through 2 other marriages. And then the place was for sale. So I bought it and started working on it. Like I said, the whole building was moving from the inside. Because this beam here, the one that runs right here, has fallen off the pilasters. This one, this beam. And so the whole building was like, the whole inside was falling down.
Wow.
So they brought, I had 3 engineers look at it, and they told me, you can't fix it, just knock the thing down. And I know this guy, he moves buildings for a living. His arms are this big. I'm not kidding. And he's like,
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and he
The Hulk
buildings.
or the
he moves buildings, with his brother, and mobile homes, but also buildings. They move them.
Wow.
And so I said, could you take a look at this and give me an idea? At least I already bought it, so how can I stabilize it? And he took a look and he says, I can fix it. He said, but it's going to be expensive. And he said, I'll charge you $35 an hour. And I said, well, how long will it take? And he says, 6 months.
Oh my God.
And I says, I can't pay you. And he says, stupid, you only pay me for the hours that I'm there. What I'm going to do, he says, I'm going to set up the jacks, and I'm going to jack it up like 1/4 of an inch at a time. And then I'll leave and come back and jack it up 1/4 of an inch until we get it level. And once we get it level, then I'm going to go up another inch. And all this is going to take about 2 or 3 months to get it up. And then we'll bring the beams in one at a time, and we'll set those up on steel plates, and I'll weld everything and get it all tight, and then we'll lower the building onto the steel I-beams. And he said, it'll take about 6 months. And I said, let's go. So he did it, and I came in here one day while he was doing it, and the noise was crazy. It's like, and I'm like, oh shit.
The house is talking, getting all mad at you.
We got it all done, and pretty good.
Wow.
We had some psychedelic people living here in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
In the 70s. So I saved all the doors and windows, and I saved all the transoms to put them back. Look, they came in here and they broke these 2 windows. And just cleaned the glass off the table. But this room here, I disconnected the toilet in the back so I could work on it, and and set up the toilet in here. But a couple of the rooms down here had a toilet in them. The only problem is, you know, the toilet's right in the middle of the room. You know, you got the bed right there in the toilet. And, you know, when people come and stay here, a couple, that's not real savory.
Yeah, no. to see the toilet right there when you wake up.
Yeah. There was a sign here that said manager, and this was Grandpa's apartment in here. And I had a hobo here for about 3 years, and he never cleaned his floor once. You can still smell him in here. Now this here was my painting studio. I had all the windows open, lace curtains, and I would paint and draw. I had like 4 drawing boards set up and 3 easels, so I'd be working on this painting, and then I'd be and go work on this, and yeah, I'd come in here sometimes at 7 in the morning, and I'd look outside, it was dark, and I thought, what the I hadn't eaten anything or drank anything, and I'd been working for 12 hours straight, and I was like, yes. Yeah.
So much memories in this hotel, I bet, right?
Yeah. When they pounded the pylons in for the overpass, they knocked this beam right here off of the stem wall. And so this is like going down. And by the time I got this place, there was so much damage. There was not much I could do, but I had him go ahead and come in here and stabilize it. You know. So this was the lobby, and there was a desk right here. So when you walked in, there's a board right there and a clock up there. And so when you walked in, you would sign in, and you'd get a chamber pot and a lantern.
Oh yeah, because they didn't have any electricity or plumbing. Yeah.
So you'd potty in the chamber pot, and in the morning you'd leave it outside, and Molly would come and get it, and she would knock on the door, and she'd bring you a bowl of water, a pitcher of water and a bowl to wash up. So, and then breakfast was included with your room. Mm-hmm. And she would serve it down there.
I read about that. That was pretty interesting.
Okay.
And I heard what happened to a guy here.
Yeah, the railroad club was about 2 blocks down, and so the tenant, the guy who was renting, he went upstairs all drunk, and Ruth lived in that apartment back there, the room with the china cabinet. And she heard the commotion and came out, and he went in there, and then this other drunk came after him, chasing him back in the cowboy days with a gun, with a pistol, and he got like up the stairs, and the other guy shot him.
Yeah.
And he landed right here on the stairs, and all the railroaders that were staying here were like, oh no. And Ruth said, you get that piece of garbage out here and take it back where it came from. So they just dragged him down the street and dumped him in front of the railroad club and came home, washed their hands, and
Yeah.
those are the old Western days.
Yeah.
So there was a big sign right here on the wall that said, quiet please, men sleeping. So you can see how, because of the roof, on leaking ceiling, look at it broken on the window. Man, can't catch a break.
Oh my God.
Ooh, another one. But if you look at some of this glass, go back and forth. Look at the top when there is the rolled glass. Go like this. Go like this. And look at the glass on the top. See,
Oh yeah.
That's original.
Wow. You know, since been doing stuff like this, there's that there's a code of conduct to people that come and explore. Is you just come in, film, take pictures, do whatever you want. Don't touch anything, don't mess with anything, and get out.
Yeah, but you helped me hold that board up.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if you break in, like these other guys that they try to film
Oh,
stuff
man.
like that, yeah.
I'll tell you, I feel sorry for him because this building is... Okay. This place was totally haunted when I got it. A lot of crap in here, a lot of bad stuff. And so I had some Ghostbusters come through a couple times, and it just got yuckier. You know, the whole place got yuckier. So I called some prayer warriors from one of the churches, local churches, and they came out. It was 5 ladies. And they did an exorcism of the whole building. And so there's no more bad spirits here at all. No spirits. And they identified 5 entities, half a dozen demons, and
Wow.
and entity ghosts.
Yeah.
So they purged the whole place. It's clean. Can you feel it? It's
I
clean.
mean, I don't feel any eerie
clean.
or anything
So,
like that.
But she also blessed this place. And because of all the vandalism I had, she blessed this place. And if anybody comes in here with evil intent, man, they're gonna have bad stuff happen to them, big time. It's like reap what you sow times 100. I mean, really bad. So I feel sorry for when people break in here. It's like, oh,
Karma. Karma's
look
gonna.
at that rolled glass on the bottom.
Yeah, I can
One
see how.
there.
Yeah.
And you know the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they roll that. In the olden days, at the turn of the century, they would pour the glass onto these big rollers, and they would roll the glass, and that's why I did that. And then they cut it at the end into big sheets, and then they bring it and cut it on site, you know, to put in the windows.
Wow.
Look at this floor.
Yeah. Another one.
Window. Just don't give me a break. This bathroom was put in 1923 when the water came. But before that, the bathroom was here, and there was a well downstairs, and you would pump up there's a chimney on the top here. They had like a wood burning stove here with a tank right here, and they would heat up the water in the tank with a wood burning stove. And the chimney went right up there. The chimney would go here, and you could take a bath.
Wow.
And this toilet wasn't here. There was a different one. The tank was on the wall, and the water, you'd pump the water up. It would fill up the tank, and then you'd flush. But this is the original toilet.
Wow.
That's the original
Isn't that
toilet?
a cute toilet?
Wow.
Wow. That's awesome.
So look at this.
Is this the original sink?
Original sink.
Wow.
Like original mirror.
Wow.
That's awesome. Now, did you rewire the place?
I rewired downstairs, and I stubbed the wiring up here because when I bought the place, it was still the knob and tube with the fuse box over here, and it was too dangerous. So I rewired the basement and put in a new panel box. And we need to move this toilet, so I started taking the floor out, and people were freaking out because they tried to break in here. But I've got it secured so they couldn't, but they sure tried.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, were there houses back here before? Or is there still a house that was part of the hotel?
That's the kitchen, right here.
This was the
That's
kitchen?
The kitchen, yeah. Remember when we were at the...
Oh, yeah, in the back.
That's
Okay.
the kitchen.
Wow.
And then the building next door was the original restaurant that she ran. She made the money to build this hotel. The building next door.
Okay.
So then we're up here.
What happened?
They spelled help me on the door here.
They're coming in here doing drugs.
Mm-hmm. Trees? Is that a design of trees back here?
I
Oh,
did
yeah.
that.
Oh.
We were doing a vacation Bible school
Uh-huh.
for the church, and we were doing these big backdrops. And so I said, we can use the walls upstairs because I'm gonna repaint eventually anyway. So we set up all the sheets here, and then we painted the backdrop here for vacation Bible school. So I did that.
Nice.
Sorry. When I got this place, the ceiling had been dropped to here. They had taken all the transoms off and put a gas roaster heat there at the end, and they were using this area up here like ductwork to run heat into the rooms. And the judge's husband called me up and said, "I love that hotel. What can I do to help?" And I said, "Well, I need to take that whole ceiling down upstairs and haul that furnace away." And he said, let that be my project. So he came and spent 2 days here. He took the whole false ceiling down. Now at one point they had this set up so they had this one apartment. This was another apartment. They had 2 apartments downstairs.
Apartment number 5.
I think I saw some stalls in one of these doors. Is it showers or what was it? Restroom?
Pardon?
The stalls?
Yeah, that's the first. That's the first public restroom in Belen. Yeah.
This was the first public restroom in Belen?
Showers
Wow.
and toilet and this.
That's
You can
awesome.
come here and just take a bath for a quarter.
For a quarter?
Really?
Yeah, you can take a bath or a shower.
I bet a lot of crazy stuff happened here.
Yeah. This is an interesting little story here. Now, when I lived here, this was a hallway. This was a hallway into that back room, and this was one room. But then they reconfigured it and cut a hole here and made this a room. See the hallway?
Ah, okay.
But then they turned that into a closet. They turned the
Mm.
hallway into a closet, and then
That's interesting. So cool.
and you can see all the years of paint, the different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Got this place up. Yeah. There's another window.
Aye.
Ah.
And that's the balcony out there?
Yeah, but I took the wood down because it was really rotten. I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
So I got the joist on this side. I got the joist up to here. I need to finish, but my husband was doing it, and then he got sick, and then he died. Hi, kitty. I got feral cats living in here.
Oh,
I used to have like pigeons in here like crazy. Now I have feral cats.
Does the floor slant or is it me?
Oh, this is that one part where the beam went down. The beam fell off of the stem wall. Now we went ahead and jacked it up a little bit and we stabilized it, so it's not going anymore. But it was already too far gone.
these can't be the original.
Yeah, those are.
These are the original?
Yeah, this one too.
Oh. How old are they?
100 years old.
Wow. That's awesome.
I took a bunch home so I could refinish them and look at this one. It's all carved on the side. I mean, it's really a cool chair. Everything in here is for sale if you want something. Sell it to you cheap. I need to clean this place out. Yeah, these dressers are original. There was one of these in every room. I was taking one home. They're using these now to set up commodes, to set up, you know, a sink and.
Wow.
Yeah. This room up here, I love this room up here. I'm a musician, and I had my bands come and we would practice up here.
Up here.
So that it was harder for them to steal our equipment, you know? And we would practice up here. I was an artist.
Nice. What instrument did you play?
I played the bass. And I sang. Alrighty. The baby.
Awesome.
I need one spindle. Right here, I got one missing spindle. One of these spindles.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm missing one.
Oh no.
Sorry, get that me.
Oh no, you're good.
Alrighty.
Awesome.
Thank you for the tour.
So that's an old ice chest. This was one of the apartments.
This is upstairs. Look,
What was this?
World War II.
What does it say on it?
It says American something company, 1943. So it's World War II.
Wow.
It's a Foot Locker. Let's see, put your stuff in there.
So this is a hotel and apartments as well.
Well, they converted it into apartments. When Grandpa had it, he went to the road.
It's crazy.
They'd be gone, and this would be their
What's cool is that her grandfather met with my great uncle, which was Pancho Villa. He led the Revolutionary War. So if you don't know who Pancho Villa is, Google him. That's my uncle. Not a lot of people know that, but that's my uncle.
But we'd have to take off our shoes to walk upstairs to be quiet. Because the guys were sleeping.
The different colors in the rooms, huh, babe?